Hello, everybody. Welcome back to class. This hour we are going to be focusing on reading and pronunciation and taking a look at the cases that we've been reading. Now, depending on how many previous readers I get into class, that will decide on which case we're going to read. If I get a lot of new readers, we'll go back to case number 9 and finish that, and then go to 10. If I get a lot of other reader or new readers, previous readers in, then we'll go right on to case number 10 and check that out. So the link that I have for this class is for case number 9, but I can get right over to case number 10 very easily from this link, so no worries. All right, let's see. Okay, so if you're out in listening land right now, go ahead and open up that link. That is case number 9. We may not go to that one just right off the bat. Okay, just a warning. Okay, if you do come into class and you're going to hang out in Google Chat, the link is in Google Chat as well. And hello, Isabel. Hello, Venki. All right, you guys. So if you are new to Verbling and you're wondering what's going on, you're wondering why can't I get into class right now? It's because the first 2 minutes, are dedicated for those who have premium accounts or those that have what are they called, reservations for the class. But it's the only first 2 minutes that those can come into class. Okay. And so other than that, if you don't have a premium account or you don't have any reservations, you have to wait until the 2 minutes are over. That's okay. All right. So again, if you're waiting to come into class, we have the story that we are going to be reading. Very good. And if you are new here to Verbling, you don't know who I am. My name is Teacher Chad. I am from the United States, but I currently live in Costa Rica. All right, let's see. We have Liliana first. How are you doing, Liliana?
Hi, Chad. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for coming back into class.
Great class. Great class before.
It was fun. We had a lot of. Yeah, we had a lot of different discussions going on. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, me too. That's nice.
Awesome. How about Jonathan? Welcome back. How you doing?
Fine, teacher. And you?
Oh, I can barely hear you.
Yeah, something's wrong.
There we go. A little bit better.
Now?
Yep. There we go. Okay. Awesome. So how you doing?
Hello.
Oh, let's see. So, Jonathan, how's life been going for you? Are you back in the university now?
Yeah, I'm at the university.
Okay. And then what is it that you're studying again?
Industrial engineer.
Very cool. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to class. Good to have you here.
Thanks.
How about Isabel? How are you?
Hello. I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Now, Isabel, I can't tell if you've been in the class before because all I see is orange right now.
No, that's the first time I'm here.
Okay. So, Isabel, where are you from?
From France.
From France. Awesome. And what do you do?
Studying.
Okay. And what at the university? Okay. And what do you study?
Science.
Science. Okay. Excellent. Well, welcome to class. It's good to have you here.
Thanks.
All right. How about Fabio? How are you? Fabio, can you hear me okay?
Oh yeah. I don't know what I mean. The site just crashed on me, but I managed to reload. Yeah, sorry.
No worries. It looks like we have two up here, so I'm gonna eject one of these. Okay, give me 1 second. I hope I don't eject you.
Yeah. No, okay, I'm the one moving.
Okay, can I have you have two that are in here. Can I have you?
Yeah, I should be the one closer to you. The third from the left.
Yeah, yep, I see that. Okay, so if I accident, sometimes this thing is goofy and it selects the wrong one. Okay, but okay. You got it. You got it. Cool.
Right on.
All right. I just didn't want to eject you and be like, oh no, you can't come back in. Anyway, so
okay.
how you doing, Fabio?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, and,
right
and you're the one that works with your computer security, something like that. You have your own.
Yeah, I'm an IT consultant. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Well, welcome back to class. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Ahmed. How are you?
Hello. Sorry,
Hello.
I was muting the mic.
No worries, no worries. Ahmed, where are you from?
I'm from Tunisia.
Tunisia. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I've got a few students from Tunisia. Now, what do you do, Ahmed?
I'm a student.
Okay, what do you study?
I'm a business student. It's like license in management.
Okay,
I'm
awesome.
getting my license management.
Very cool. And it looks like you also play the guitar. Do you play the guitar, or does someone else in your family play?
No, I don't play the guitar. It's just there for decoration.
Okay. Does it have strings on it? It doesn't look like it has strings.
Yes, it has everything on it.
It has everything
works,
on it?
actually,
Okay.
but I don't use it. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Well, welcome back to class. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's go to Amparo. How are you doing, Amparo?
Hi, teacher. I'm back.
Excellent, excellent. Now, did you? I put up the links and things like that for class tomorrow. Working on plurals. We'll also be working on the voiced and unvoiced S sound. Okay, and I have some exercises and whatnot that we'll be going through. I started loading some other lessons, but my lunch break was over and I had to run into class really quick. So yeah, so I've got the lesson 3 times tomorrow. So if you can't make it to one of them, that's okay. Okay, I'm sure other people can, can use it. Yeah.
2 or 3.
All right. Well, welcome back to class. It's good to have you here.
Thanks a lot.
All right. How about let's see. We have Basil. How are you?
Thank you.
Hi. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Excellent. Good to have you here. We're going to be practicing some reading this hour. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. And I had you in one of my other classes. Srinivas. At least I think so. Srinivas, can you hear me okay? Not so much. All right. How about Nilo? How are you doing, Nilo?
Good.
Awesome. Welcome to class. Now, Nilo, where are you from?
From Brazil.
From Brazil. Excellent. And what do you do?
I'm studying agriculture.
Studying agriculture. Excellent. Excellent. And how much more studying do you have left to do until you finish your class or your classes?
Maybe 1 year.
Okay, about a year or so. Awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to class. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's see. Let's try Srinivas one more time. Nope, not so much. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys. We're going to read through case number 9. Okay, is that okay, Amparo and Liliana? I know you guys were in the previous class when we were reading, or would you guys prefer to go on?
It doesn't matter to me.
All right, sure. Let's go ahead and read that. Okay. So let's go to the link. Go ahead and open that up. I put that in the chat box one more time. And let's see. Okay. All right, when you open it up, this is what it looks like. Okay, and we're going to start over on the the right-hand side this hour with Basil. Basil, let me have you please read the first 2 paragraphs. These right there, please.
Okay. This first paragraph, the Golden Plate Restaurant, one of the New York City's newest restaurants, opened its doors on a Monday morning. The restaurant was owned by none other than Alistair Crane, and behind bars, he was cooking up a bad dish. Here is how the case came down.
Okay, and the following paragraph as well, please.
Okay. Wednesday morning, Captain Graves had a meeting with Inspector G.P. Bullitt, Harvey Lucas, Anthony Perez, Rebecca Howard, and Detective Tina Cassidy. The patrol division is short-handed. A lot of the officers tried the Golden Plate restaurant and became ill with food poisoning. I believe they were intentionally giving tenants food because only police officers got sick. This means there is someone trying to take Brandon and Alistair's place. I want you to find out who it is and arrest them before they attempt to create a criminal empire. Also, because the patrol division is short-handed in between working on this case, you will also be assisting them, said Captain Graves.
All right. Basil, excellent reading. You read very, very well. Nice job. I have a couple of words that I'd like to practice with you, okay? Now, this word may be a new one for you. The word is patrol.
Patrol.
Yeah, exactly. So the accent goes at the end of the word, and that A, instead of saying pa, we say pa, patrol, okay?
Patrol.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
Now, I want to practice, let's see, I think it was this one here, yeah. Okay, so we're going to practice given tainted food. So those 3 words together, given tainted food.
Given tainted food.
Good. One more time, given tainted food.
Given tainted food.
Good. Excellent. Okay. Other than that, everything else sounded really good. Your R sounds are fabulous. Your TH sounds are really good. Okay. Nice job. Excellent reading.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's go to Srinivas. Nope. Not so much. Okay. Let's go to Nilo. Nilo, let me have you read the next 2 paragraphs, please.
Yes. JP and the others went in the detective office. Here is the game plan. Antonio, you will be working especially on the case. Tina and Harry, we will be one-man units raiding minor cars. When there is nothing going on, you will be helping Antonio. I and Rebella will hand street patrol as a 2-man unit, said JP. JP and Rebella had cleared all cow and were running back to the precinct. I need some advice. I changed from being a crook to a police officer. Now I am ready to make another change in my life. I want to go from the expensive lifestyle to just a simple person like your girlfriend Tina. I love Harry and he is doing his best to buy me fancy things because that was what I was accustomed to having. How can I show him that he does not have to do that and help me become the person I want to be? Asked Rebel. Tina is not my girlfriend, and the easiest way to show her that that you want to be a simple person is to buy him an apple pie, said JP. Rebella thought for a moment. I know. I could cook a meal and invite him over. Thanks, JP. You are the greatest, said Rebella. I have a bad feeling about this, said JP.
Okay, really good job. It took a little to get warmed up, but once you got in the flow and you started reading, your R sounds started to sound better. Okay, and your T sounds as well. Okay, at the very beginning, you would use the Portuguese R, saying "ha," or I don't pronounce the Portuguese R very well. Yeah, I do want to practice that
Yeah.
R at the beginning. So we want to say R, rebella. Try that, rebella.
Rebella.
Good.
Rebella.
Good, nice job. Okay, and I want to practice the word Tina with a T at the beginning. It sounded like you had used a CH sound. Okay, the word is Tina. Tina.
Tina. Tina.
Good. Okay. Now, probably the most challenging thing is going to be the L sounds. Okay, I highlighted the word call. Okay, let's practice that, and we're going to focus on the L at the end of the word. We want to say call. Try that.
Call.
Okay, one more time. Call.
Call.
Good. Okay, and how about the word will?
Will.
All right. Okay, so when you're pronouncing your L, okay, right now you're pronouncing it sort of like an oo sound, saying will. Okay, so you want to open your mouth a little bit, okay, all right,
Okay.
and you want your tongue to curve and touch right before your teeth. So let's say these are your teeth. Your tongue is going to curve like this and touch the top of your mouth right before your teeth. Okay, so for example, I say will. Okay, you see how my tongue is touching the top? Okay, let's practice that. We're going to say will.
Will.
Good. One more time. Will.
Will.
Excellent. Let's throw that into the sentence. Let's throw that in the sentence, and we'll practice this one here. Okay, so we're going to say, I and Rebella will handle street patrol. Just that much. Okay?
Okay. It's the second of the first paragraph that I read it.
Yeah, it's the first paragraph, almost the last line. I have it highlighted here on the,
okay.
on the board.
I and Rebella will handle street patrol.
Good. Yes. So will handle street patrol. Much
Will
better with that
handle
L
street
sound.
patrol. Okay.
Good. Good job. Okay. Much better with that L sound. Okay. Thank you, Nilo. Let's go to my next reader, which is going to be Liliana.
Okay.
And okay, let me have you read the next two paragraphs, please. I think that's where we're at. Yeah, go ahead and read those. JP and Rebella.
Okay. JP and Rebella arrived back at the 179th precinct and were fixing to go in when Tina drove up. Man, I have been busy, said Tina. Dispatched to 5-35. There is a minor MBA at Blue and Diamond. No injuries. Came over the radio. Tina, who was exhausted, sighed. Let me take this one as a one-man unit and let her have a break, said Rebella. Go ahead, say JP. Rebella started the car up to leave. She rolled down the window. Thanks again for the advice, said Rebella. Tina had a strange look on her face. She wants to change her lifestyle, so she's going to cook Harvey dinner. Say JP. Would it not be easier to just buy him an apple pie? Asked Tina. That's what I like about you. You think the same way I do. Teased JP, kissing Tina on the cheek. He was fixing to go inside. Tina cleared her throat to get his attention. He went back and started kissing Tina. Harvey went into dispatch for the dispatcher to enter a report into the computer. Ola was the dispatcher on duty. Just a minute, said Ola, who was watching the surveillance monitor. Harvey went over to see what she was looking at. They were watching JP and Tina kissing. Man, that is one heck of a lip lock, said Harvey.
All right, excellent job. Very good. So I only have 2 words that I want to practice, okay?
Okay.
This word right here, which is surveil, surveillance.
Yes, I always have the same. I always did the same mistake. Surveillance.
Good, good. Okay. A good job with your CH sounds on dispatcher. Okay. And you also had another one that was really good. Where'd you go? I think it was change. Yeah, change. Change your lifestyle. That sounded good. Okay, now this word here. Whoops. The word is pronounced side. Side.
Side.
Yeah. So that give me a D sound there. Side.
Side.
Good. There you go. That's it. So we're gonna say exhausted inside. So Tina, who is exhausted, side.
Tina, who is exhausted, side.
Good. Yeah, that's the D sounds there. Okay. And then I did forget. You were very close here. Instead of 179th, okay, it's 169th.
Ah, it's 69th. 169th.
Yeah, your ninth, that cardinal number, that it was great. Okay, and so not that big of a deal. Just that's a 6, and you know the pronunciation was good. Okay, it was good.
Thank you.
And that's the important thing right now.
Okay,
good job. Sure, no problem. Okay, so we've got a small one and then a really big one. Isabella.
Yes.
Hi. Okay, do you want to read these 2, or do you want me to cut this one down just a little bit?
No, I can read the 2.
You can read it? Okay. Go for it.
Okay. So GP and Tina entered the detective office. Antonio had finished following up some leads. Are you getting anywhere? Asked GP. The property is owned by Alistair Crane. The one running the business is Hugh Dalhart, a.k.a. Cook, said Antonio. Can you tie him to Alistair Crane? Asked GP. I'm working on it right now, said Antonio. It was Friday evening, and Rebecca was cooking supper. She had already invited Harvey over. She had never cooked before, and the food she was preparing burned in the oven. Man, I'm in a mess now, she thought to herself. Tina knocked on the kitchen door. Harvey is here and I have nothing, Rebecca said to herself. She went and opened the door. Come on in, Tina. What are you doing here? Asked Rebecca. Tina didn't say anything. She went over to the table with 2 sacks of Chinese food. What is that smell? Asked Tina. It was supposed to be dinner, cited Rebecca. I'm glad I came, said Tina. She opened the kitchen cabinet and took out 2 plates and with etiquette, arranged the food on the plate. Harvey pulled up and knocked on the door. Rebecca let him in. He was surprised to see Tina. Rebecca took him to the living room. Tina stayed in the kitchen and placed the plates on a tray and placed a candle in the middle of 2 plates and lit it. She took the tray into the living room and dimmed the lights. Then she went over to the stereo, reached in her pocket, and pulled out a cassette. She placed the cassette in the stereo and pressed the play button. Tina left Rebecca's house so she could enjoy the evening with Harvey.
Okay, very good. All right. All right. Well, you can rest now. Shake it off. Shake it off. You did okay. You did good. Okay. All right. Let's practice some words. Okay. Bruno, you made it. How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks, Chair. Some headache, but okay. And you, are you better?
Yeah, I'm feeling 10 times better. 10 times better.
Cool.
Awesome,
Good.
man. Okay. All right. So let's go at this. Okay, Isabel. Okay. So first off, we're going to practice the word dim. Okay, we're going to use the short I sound. So instead of saying dimmed, we're going to say dimmed. Try that.
Dimmed.
Good. That's that short I sound, dimmed. All right.
Okay, dimmed.
Okay, let's practice the short U sound. Okay, this word here is pulled. Pulled.
Pulled.
Good. One more time. Pulled.
Pulled.
Good. All right, let's practice the short U sound with this word here. This word means dinner. Okay, but they call it supper. Try that.
Supper. Nice.
Yeah. Now, if we only had one P, okay, if one of these P's was gone, that would be super. All right, but with two P's, that is supper.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. Okay, and we're going to practice the T sound with our ed endings. Okay, so we're going to say finished. Finished. Try that.
Finished.
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 Okay, give me a short I sound. So instead of saying fini, we want to say finished.
Finished.
There you go. Awesome. Okay, now let's practice the D ending. All right, so when we have an N here at the end, that ED is going to sound like a D instead of a T. Okay, so we say burned. Burned.
Burned.
Good. One more time. Burned.
Burned.
Okay, let's practice that with another word. It is opened. Opened.
Opened.
Good. Okay. Nice job. Okay. Just remember to get to pronounce the difference between the T ending and the D ending.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Now, for you youngsters that don't know what a cassette is, all right, a cassette is like a CD. Okay. Or better yet, it's like an MP3. It's like an MP3, but it comes in the form of a little box like that has tape. Okay, that goes around. Okay. I used to buy tapes all the time. We call them tapes or cassette tapes. All right. So that's for music. Okay, let's go to Fabio. Yeah, I literally know people that have no clue what a cassette tape is. Yeah.
I thought you were kidding.
I have many.
No. Seriously, people don't know what a cassette tape is.
I think
they also don't know what records are.
Yeah.
It's a French word.
When I was younger, I used to.
Yeah. Me too. I used a lot.
Yeah, so cassette tapes, I had those. See, I know what records are. I know 45, 7 inches, okay, 8 tracks, okay, as well as cassette tapes and CDs. I mean, I grew up not the whole time during those, but we had them. Kids nowadays, all right, they buy. It's like electronic. They buy it online, and so they don't even. Some people don't even know what a CD is. They're like, oh, you mean a DVD? No, it's a CD. You put it in a CD player. Okay, cool. Let's go to Fabio.
Wow.
All right, let's see what we got.
I'm
Crazy,
flabbergasted. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me have you knock out the next 3. Yeah. Let me have you do the next 3 paragraphs, please.
Okay. Monday morning at the 169th precinct, Captain Graves called the members of the Special Investigation Division into his office. The 186th and 195th precinct are going to send some officers over here to assist the patrol division so you can focus on the case, said Captain Graves. After the meeting was over, JP and the others went into the detective's office. I've been doing some checking. Rube Dellard, the one running the Golden Plate, visited Alistair Crane in prison a couple of days before the Golden Plate restaurant opened. So Rube is one of Alistair's henchmen, said JP. It looks that way, said Antonio. Then the ones working with Rube are also Alistair's henchmen, said JP. Wow, that's wow. JP got up from it's kind of, I mean, honestly, I don't want to piss. I mean, that's not Raymond Chandler, but anyway.
Yeah.
JP got up from his desk. Tina, you will ride with me. Rebella, you and Antonio will ride with Harvey. JP walked by dispatch on the way out of the door. Dispatch all available units to the Golden Plate, said JP. Said JP told the dispatcher. I don't know what it means. Okay. JP and the others arrived at the Golden Plate. They drew their service revolvers and made entry into the restaurant. Rube Dellard and the other workers in the restaurant were arrested and transported to jail.
Okay, good. All right, so I want to talk about some differences here. Okay, first off, good job, by the way. Your reading is very you read very well. Okay, now we have the word dispatch here. We have the word dispatch here. Okay, we also have dispatcher. All right, now when we're talking about a noun. Okay, this is a noun. It is a place located within an office, maybe a warehouse. In this case, it's in the police station. The accent goes at the beginning. By dispatch. Okay. Now, if we're talking about the verb, okay, the accent goes at the end. Okay. Here we're saying dispatch all available units. Okay. So the noun, it goes at the very beginning. Okay, the verb goes at the end. So so dispatch all available units. Okay, so this is the verb. We're telling them to call all of the available police vehicles. Okay, and tell them to go to a certain place. That's what to dispatch means. Okay, and so they dispatch them. Okay, and then we have dispatcher. Okay, this is also a noun. That is a person that dispatches people.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was kind of confused by the construction of the sentence. I just can't. I still can't wrap my head around it because. Okay, the guy gets in. He said, "Dispatch all available units to the Golden Plate." Say JP told the dispatcher. I mean, I can't understand. The told the dispatcher part.
Okay, so JP walked by dispatch on the way out the door. Dispatch all available units, or dispatch all available units to the Golden Plate, said JP, told the dispatcher. Okay, so the dispatcher was telling these guys. Okay, let's see. Told. Oh yeah.
I might understand. JP to the dispatcher.
To the dispatcher.
Yeah, and that's why I was a little bit confused while I was reading because I couldn't. Got the meaning, so I probably stumbled on some words because I really had no clue what he was saying.
Yeah, no, that it's you're absolutely right. Said JP to the dispatcher instead of told the dispatcher. That's what it should be. And there are some typos in this. This site is full of amateur writers. Okay, that write short stories and things like that. So we will get some every once in a while. But everything else was good. I do want to practice your TH sounds at the end of these cardinal numbers, saying 150 or 195th.
Yeah, 195th.
There you go. Okay, when you were reading through it and you were flowing through it, you made sort of a T sound, saying 195th.
Yeah.
Okay, just remember that TH sound. Okay. Other than that. Yeah, it was really good. Okay, yeah, your other ED endings and R sounds sound really good. Nice job. Good reading.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Bruno. Let me have you finish up this story here.
Okay.
Go ahead and read the last 3 paragraphs, and then we'll go on to story 10 or case 10.
Okay. Let me start it. Back at the 169th precinct, JP, Harvey, Rebella, and Tina were getting coffee. Rebella hugged Tina. "Thank you for making my date with Harvey special," said Rebella. "No problem," said Tina. "I do have one question. How was the kiss?" asked. Harvey.
Yes, good, you got
it. Harvey looking at JP, who had to think of an answer. She needed a breath mint, teased JP. He left the room. Antonio and Rebecca were looking at Tina, who had an aggravated look on her face. Tina went into the detective's office. Was kissing me that bad? Asked Tina. JP thought for a moment. We need to take a ride, said JP. He drove to a location outside the city. JP got out of the car and went over and opened Tina's door. There was nothing wrong with that kiss, said JP, kissing her on the lips. Rube Dalbert was found guilty and sentenced. That one was hard for me.
End with a T.
Sorry, guilty and sentenced. No.
Sentenced.
Sentenced. Okay, sentenced to life in prison. The other employees who worked at the Golden Plate were found guilty of accessory to the fact and were each sentenced to 5 years in jail. Oh, that one's a hard one for me.
Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, let's work on it. Okay, so our accent's going to go at the very beginning. Okay, so we're going to say sentenced.
Sentenced.
Okay, one more time. Sentenced.
Sentenced.
Okay, one more time. Sentenced.
Sentenced.
Good. Okay, let's practice this word here. We're going to end with a T as well. We're going to say worked.
Okay, worked.
Good, one more time. Worked.
Worked.
Good. All right, nice catch with asked.
Yeah.
Okay, good job there. All right, and okay, remember, the O-U-G-H in the middle of this word makes an ah sound. Okay, so it wouldn't be thote.
Okay.
Well, it just depends. If you're speaking British English, that would be thote. Okay. In American English, okay, we would say thought.
Thought.
Okay. So yeah, it just depends. Will we understand you if you say thote? Yes, we'll understand you perfectly. Okay. So there wouldn't be an issue. But yeah, in American English, that would be an ah sound. Okay. Yeah. So practice your T endings. Okay, sentenced and worked. Okay. Other than that, everything else sounded really good. Nice job.
Thanks.
Okay, very cool. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and go on to story number 10. And last time Amparo beat me, and so I'm going to hurry as fast as I can. See if I can get to it. I'm almost there.
Amparo, he already posted it.
Dang it! So close. I can't scroll fast enough. All right, so go ahead and open up number 10. All right, and okay, when you get here, dang it, didn't want to do that. There we go.
Okay.
All right, so Amparo, let me have you read the first two paragraphs, please.
Okay. Inspector J.P., Bullet, Harvey Lucas, Antonio Perez, Rebecca Howard, and Detective Tina Cassidy were in the detective's office. Captain Grace came into the I have some bad news. Judge Omicron released Alistair Crane, said Captain Grace. What do you mean released him? Asked. The judge ruled there was not enough evidence and Alistair was released, said Captain Grace. So that rat was able to just walk away, said Villa. aggravated at the news. I am afraid so, and I have some more bad news. He wants the department to pay for the window on his limousine that Rivella broke trying to avoid him, said Captain Grace. I should have taken care of that rat when I had the opportunity, said Rivella angrily. JP motioned for her to be quiet, in order to appease the police commissioners. I had to tell them that I would suspend Inspector Howard for a week. Inspector Howard, you are one of the finest detectives of the team, and I don't want to see a suspension record put in your file. So what I am going to do is give you a week off with pay starting today, said Captain Ray. JP motioned Rivella to go on. Rivella left the room. "I'm sorry, guys," said Captain Grace, leaving the room. JP and the others were shocked at the news, but they knew they had work to do. "Harvey, I want you to follow Rivella. I don't want her going after Alistair Crane. Antonio, I want you to check out Judge Omicron. Something is very funky here," said JP.
All right, excellent. Okay, I have probably 3 words is all that I would like to practice with you. All right, first off, this teeny tiny word, this word is file.
File.
Okay, one more time, file.
File.
Good. All right, now this word here, you had pronounced by saying would, okay, using more of an oo sound. Now, this is similar. All the words that are like we have should, could, and would all use that sound instead of an oo like would. Okay, we would say ku or would. All right, so it's more that sound. So let's try that. Would.
Would.
Good. So yeah, let's try that in the sentence. So we're going to say, I would suspend Inspector Howard for a week. Try that. I would suspend Inspector Howard for a week.
I would suspend Inspector Howard for a week.
Good. Much better with that word would. All right. Now, I want to focus on this word here. Okay, it's very similar to a Spanish word, so we want to make sure that we fight against our instincts, okay? And we're going to pronounce this as gringo as we can, okay? So instead of saying commissioners, all right, we want to say commissioners. Okay, try that word out. The word is commissioners. Good. And other than that, Amparo, everything else sounded really good. Yeah, I didn't hear any other short I sounds that needed work on. I thought you did very well. Good job. Okay, let's go to Ahmed.
Hello.
And Ahmed.
Yes.
Let me have you read the next 2 paragraphs, please. They're kind of big. We'll see what happens. Go ahead and read those 2, please.
Okay. Rebella went to the swimming pool in a two-piece bathing suit. She was lying back in the long chair and noticed Harvey. She got up and went to where Harvey was. "Harvey, what are you doing here?" asked Rebella. Harvey did not say anything, and he was trembling, trying to think up a story. "Well, I was worried about you, and I saw you leave in a bikini, and thought how beautiful my girlfriend was, and I wanted to tell you how beautiful you looked," said Harvey, who was turning red-faced. Rebella turned away and pretended she was blushing. Then she turned and faced Harvey. "You are not a good liar. Now come here, you dumb cop, and kiss me," said Rebella. Rebella and Harvey started kissing. All of a sudden, there was a scream for help. A 6-year-old in the pool was in trouble. Harvey and Rebella went running and saved the child from drowning. The next morning, at the 169th precinct, Detective Tina Cassidy entered the detective's office with a newspaper. JP, there is something thing you need to read," said Tina, handing JP the newspaper. JP read the article aloud. Off-duty police officer Rebecca Howard and Harvey Lucas made a daring rescue at the city pole yesterday afternoon when they came to the rescue of of 6-year Clarissa Brighton, daughter of City Councilman Tony Brighton. No further details were available at press time. JP set the newspaper on the desk. "That will be a feather in Rebel's hat, but I am probably going to have to explain why Harvey was there," said JP.
All right, nice reading. Very good
Thank
job.
you.
Okay, let's practice. I think I have 2 words. Okay, first off,
Okay.
this word here, instead of being feather, this has a short e. The word is feather.
Ah, okay. Feather.
Yeah. Okay. One more time. Feather.
Feather.
Okay. Now, I noticed as you were reading through, okay, you switched a lot of your T sounds to D sounds, which I love. Okay, absolutely love it. Now, you can even do it more. Okay. So, for example, you said detectives. Okay, and you just said that perfectly. How about the word beautiful? So instead of saying beautiful, okay, you can change that T to a D and say beautiful. Try that.
Beautiful.
Okay, one more time. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Good, yeah. So that word you can change to a that T to a D, and I don't think we had very many others that you weren't already doing that with. Okay, I do want to practice this word here. You were very close. Instead of it being precinct, the word is precinct.
Precinct.
Yep, there you go. Other than that, excellent reading. Very good job.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to our next 2 paragraphs, and this is for Yasin. Yasin, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, let me have you read the next 2 paragraphs.
Okay. Uh, Rubella, Rubella was sitting on the couch reading a cookbook. There was a knock at the door. It was Harvey. He was on his lunch break. He had gone and picked up burgers for him and Rubella. "What are you doing?" asked Harvey. "I was trying to learn how to cook," said Rubella. "You will make a great cook one day," said Harvey. "I have a confession to make. I would have never pictured myself as a cop or trying to change my lifestyle. I figured after my divorce that I would end up going back to my previous way of life and end up back in jail. But somehow I found enough strength to break the cycle," said Rubella. Harvey took her hand. "I am very proud of your accomplishments," said Harvey, leaning over to kiss her. Antonio came into the detective office with same information. "I found something very interesting," said Antonio. What's it?" asked JP. "I was looking over Judge Hamilton's bank records. The day that Alistair got released, he closed his bank account," said Antonio. "Let's go rake him over the coals," said Tina, getting out her chair. JP stopped her. "Not yet," said JP. Tina sat back down. "We have enough information to ask him a few questions," said Tina. "We don't need to let him know that we suspect something." "Antonio, keep digging," said JP.
All right, very good job, Yasin. Let's practice some words here, okay? First off, we have the word records. Instead of records, it's records.
Yeah,
Please repeat that word, records.
records.
Okay, good. Excellent job with the word judge. Okay, that was a difficult word for people to say today. Nice job. And the word asked. Okay, at the very beginning, you had pronounced it incorrectly, saying asked here you had said it right. Okay, let's just go over it one more time. We're going to say, what is it? Asked JP. What is it? Asked JP. Try that.
What is it? Asked JP.
Good, nice job. Okay. Other than that, let's see. You did very well. I didn't hear any other major issues or anything like that. Your V sounds were good. Your TH sounds were good. Okay, excellent job. Thank you very much, Yasin.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, let's go to Vaisal. And Vaisal, we're gonna break it down into shorter segments. See if we can get some more people to read. So I'm gonna cut this this paragraph here in half. Let me have you read until right here to where it says Tony. So read about half that paragraph, please.
Okay. Captain Graves and Concealman Tony Bragton came into the detective office. Concealman Bragton went over and shook GP's hand. You called some fine officers. They saved my daughter's life. I wanted to come down here and personally thank them, said Tony. They are currently out on a call, said GP. How long do you think they will be gone? Asked Tony. I am not sure, said GP. Tina started going through papers on the desk. The call sheet must be in dispatch. I will check and see if dispatch has a status update, said Tina. That's okay. I will come back later, said Tony.
Okay, good. Just till right there. Let's practice a few words here. First off, instead of pronouncing the word dispatch with the accent at the end, this word is dispatch with the accent at the very beginning. Please repeat that.
Dispatch.
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 Okay, getting closer. Here you're saying dispatch, okay, with the accent at the end. The word is dispatch.
Dispatch is sending.
Good. Good, nice job. Okay, this word here, instead of saying asked, the word is asked. Try that, asked.
Asked.
Good,
Asked.
good. Okay,
Asked.
and one last word. This word here is command. Okay, so the accent is at the end, command.
Command.
Good,
Command.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Awesome. Let's go to Liliana.
Yes.
And let me have you read the end the rest of this paragraph, please.
Okay. That's okay. I will come back later, said Tony. He walked out the door when he was down the hall and could not hear what was being said. Captain Graves instructed JP to call and get Rebella and Harvey down to the precinct. Tina had Rebella's number in her cell phone, so she called. Rebella did not answer. Tina left a voicemail. She had a worried look on her face. Don't tell me that they may have gone after Alistair Crane, said JP. Tina did not say anything. JP got out of his chair and put his jacket on. I hope they were not that stupid. Come on, said JP. They went running through the hall and out the door.
All right, very good. Now, just remember, this word is precinct.
Precinct.
Yep, accent at the beginning. Everything else sounded good. Okay, nice job.
Okay, thank you.
Cool, cool. Good reading. Let's go to Isabel. Let me have you read this next paragraph, please.
Yes. On the way over to Rebella's house, Tina tried to call Harvey. He did not answer his cell phone either. Do I need to call for backup? Asked Tina. No, let's don't panic just yet. There may be a logical explanation, said GP. They arrived at Rebella's house. The door was locked and Harvey's car was gone.
Okay, keep going. There's just one more sentence.
Okay, as GP was starting to leave his cell phone around.
You have you ended with gone. There's one more sentence after gone. It starts, I don't like.
I don't like the looks of this, said JP.
Okay, good. Now remember, when you pronounce that letter in his name, the letter is J instead of G. Okay, it's JP.
Yes, JP.
Excellent, JP. Okay. All right, you guys. I was trying to get through to have everybody else read one more time through, but ran short on time. Thank you guys for coming into class. I hope you're taking notes and working on your pronunciations. All right, it was good to see some new faces in here. I'd like for you guys to follow me on Verbling or on Facebook, whichever you'd like. I'm going to take about a 4-hour break, and then I'll be back a little bit later tonight, and we'll work on some topics. Okay. All right, you guys. Thanks. We'll see you later. Take care.
Chad.
Bye.
See you tonight.
See you later. Bye-bye.